She grabbed an X. Okay, please, group cheers, scream, and welcome to the stage the wonderful Colin Fisher.
Suppose you think it's fucking funny, don't you, me punched up in this fucking suit? Well, I tell you, my life has changed. I used to be in a gang. Now I've got a fucking life coach. What the fucking hell do I need a life coach? She told me to come and do this stand-up. It'll be a journey, she says. Journey? I used to be in a biker gang. I've done fucking hundreds of fucking journeys. Now, I can't tell you how I got into this gang, but my own little journey started with an initiation ceremony. I'm not allowed to tell you what I had to do to get into the gang. I can tell you it involved razors, women, and blood. Now, when I say gang, I mean bicycle gang. I was 9. I grew up in the 1960s. Things were very, very different then. And it is absolutely true. I used to be a leader of a bicycle gang. And we did have an initiation ceremony that did indeed involve razors, women, and blood. To prove that you were hard enough to get into my gang, guys had to run into our bathroom and touch the razor that my mum had used to shave their legs. Now, like all good gangs, we had nicknames. Now, one kid, it wasn't his fault. You know what kids are like, mate, you know. One time he did it, we were out, long ride on the bikes, he wet himself, he pissed his pants. What do we call him? Pedo. Pedo even ended up on Jim or Fix It. I wonder how his life turned out. Another kid, now he made a big mistake. He told us that his mum forced him to wear one of those mouth guards at night, you know, because he's wearing his teeth down. What do we call him? Grinder. I wonder how his life turned out. Another guy in our gang was called Andy. Now, Andy was fantastic. Andy was easily the most popular person in our gang. Andy had cerebral palsy. Now, in the 60s, we'd never heard of cerebral palsy. In fact, the society they created to help raise money for people with cerebral palsy was called the Spastic Society. So when you were a kid in the 60s, people with cerebral palsy were called spaz. Now, I know we're not allowed to say that anymore, but it was okay in the 60s, everybody was a spaz. Now, the Spastic Society used to have these fiberglass, that's right, fiberglass models of kids with a little hole in the top. You could put money in to raise money for them. And they had one in a wheelchair. Now, way ahead of our time, we called her Sporty Spaz. And the young one, Baby Spaz. And then there was one with really thick glasses, Scary Spaz. Now you've worked out where I'm going with this, haven't you? The ginger one, imagine having that nickname for the rest of your life. I wonder how her life turned out. Anyway, the real spaz in our gang was the kid with the scooter. Now, in every gang, there's always one kid whose parents could not afford to buy a bike. So, the poor little kid had to scoot along behind us and always trying to catch up. Now, we could have been good, and we could have done swapsies. You could have all taken it in turns to go on the scooter, but we never did. Even Andy didn't want to swap. Even a spaz didn't want to swap with a spaz. That was the 1960s. The 1970s came along, and I gave up the bike and I became a gymnast, actually quite a serious gymnast. And I used to spend my evenings and weekends away training. So let's just think about that for a minute. I spent the 1970s in gymnasiums surrounded by adult men wearing my underwear while sleeping in the gym overnight. Now, I've never told anybody this before, and it's a big thing for me tonight. And I'm not entirely sure a comedy club is the right place to do this, but I have an admission. And the admission is, in the 1970s, nothing happened. I wasn't touched, I wasn't molested, I must have been one hell of an ugly kid. Right? I used to be able to do the crab, right on the floor, cock out here, nothing. You know the pommel horse? I used to do the pommel horse. Thrusting my hips like this, nothing. I used to do the rings, seriously, not now, I used to be able to do the crucifix. Right, I'm completely unprotected, obviously. And think about it, the height that you are when you're doing on the rings, the coach's head is right there. Absolutely nothing. In fact, I even presented myself like this. Still nothing. Still nothing. Now, in 1974, interesting thing happened to me. All the thing in the news lately about football coaches, I'm feeling even more neglected, because in 1974 I was away on national training course, and seriously, the England football team were there. Mick Shannon from the Saints, Ray Clements and so on were there, and I have a photograph of me, the England football team lined up, and me and my mates, we were doing splits in front of them, okay? So let me get this straight. I've got my legs wider than is humanly possible to do. I'm surrounded by football coaches, and nothing happened. Gary Glitter was in the charts with "Oh Yes, You're Beautiful." Apparently, I wasn't. Now, you might have noticed I was on the phone when I come in, and I was taking one of those really annoying calls, and it's from one of those damn ambulance chasing companies that phone you up and say they'll do a no-win, no-fee claim for PPI. Well, I think everybody in this now room knows that I have absolutely no chance at all of making a successful claim for paedophile protection insurance. So that was the 70s. Now, ironically, 45 years I was off the bike, I'm actually back in the cycle gang. I'm back on the bike. In fact, some of my gang are here tonight. Let's hear it for Islington Cycling Club. Now let me tell you, things have changed in 45 years, and nobody told me. The first thing they don't tell you about cycling is the pain. I decided, right, I'm going to do this cycling malarkey, but I'm not doing the lycra. No, I'm going to be cool, my baggy shorts and t-shirt, not doing the lycra, no. 10-mile ride, no problem. 20-mile ride, okay. This is me at the end of my first 30-mile ride. I couldn't get off the bike. The pain in my arse was unbelievable. I couldn't get off. What you've got to imagine you've had your arse painted in industrial paint stripper, right? Left to marinate for a couple of hours and then sit in a bucket of vinegar. That's what it felt like. And I couldn't get off the bike. Right? My wife was pissing herself laughing. I'm in the car park, I'm crying, but please, bring the car, love, bring the car. I can't get to the car. She didn't. She laughed, she pissed herself laughing. The other thing they don't tell you about is nappies. Now, the reason you have these lycra shorts, and they have a nappy thing in the back, right? The good news is that you get no pain. The bad news is you spend all day feeling like you shat yourself. It really isn't very nice. Now, when I was a kid, I used to have my arse slapped with nappy cream. Now it's gone full circle. We have a posh thing in the cycling community called chamois cream. and you put it on the chamois, on the pad, you put it on your arse. The difference is, in the 1960s, my mum happily slapped nappy cream on my arse. Now I'm happily married, my wife flatly refuses to put cream all over my arse. And I think it's really unfair. And let's face it, from time to time I put cream on her arse. Now, because of the pain in my first encounter on the bike, because of the pain, I decided to rush out and I bought the Lycra with a pad. Now, seriously, they're the most comfortable pair that I've got, seriously, but I've only just discovered why, because I opened the other day and there's a label that says size medium women's. So seriously, for 2 years I've been wearing a pair of women's shorts. They're really, and I think I must have a strange anatomy. I think that kind of explains why I was never molested. The last thing that they don't tell you about in this whole cycling malarkey is when you wear your Lycra, no underwear. Don't know if you knew that. It's a horrible thought. Every time you see one out on the street now, you go, oh God, no underwear, right? Because of the chamois. So what you've got to imagine, you pull your shorts on, and there's only a thin piece of Lycra between your crutch and the outside world. So you're cycling, and I'm now doing 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours on the bike without a break, okay? Cycling away, certain hair in a certain area doesn't like the dark and damp conditions in there, they make a bid for freedom. Seriously, they start to grow out through the Lycra. Okay? And you've done 4 hours on the bike, and you get off, and there's half a forest sticking out. I mean, no wonder young women wear surgical gloves when they serve me coffee in the coffee shop. I spent my entire life not being a victim of pedos, and now everybody thinks I am one. I'd like to leave you with one thought, and it's about no matter how things change, they always remain the same. I think I told you right at the beginning that in the 1960s, scooters were for children. Now in modern metropolitan London, let me tell you, they still are. 3 things to finish. Thank you for coming, thank you for listening, but most importantly of all, thank you for laughing.